I do want to ask you guys, and we just got it's a Punk question. News came out on
No, it's not.
Thursday,
Really?
I think.
Okay.
Punk versus Austin is being discussed at WrestleMania. Oh my God. If you guys somehow just started watching wrestling, Google, YouTube, WWE 2K, Austin, and Punk. And you will find 22 minutes. I think it's 22 minutes. And JR moderates. It's only for the video game. But you will see what lightning in a bottle and kinetic energy is in a room where it doesn't need to be because they're not promoting a match. I am here for it, but I wanted to ask you guys, would you rather have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk at Mania, or would you rather them hold off on Seth Rollins and Punk, so not do it at the Rumble, and then do Seth Rollins and CM Punk at WrestleMania? Which match would you be more intrigued with?
So our options are at Rumble, Seth
At
and
Mania.
Punk.
At Mania, either you get Seth and Punk because, there you go, or
Seth
you
and
get
Punk?
Austin and Punk because we got Seth and Punk at the Rumble.
I take the latter. I like Punk and Austin at Mania. I think that'd be something that is a big draw, and you do that big draw at the grandest stage of them all at Mania. I would be there for that.
On paper, I like it, but right now, Punk's a face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Austin
Or is he?
is a
Mm.
well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Based on the story, right? If he turns, which would be very interesting for them to return. I mean, returning CM Punk after being away for 10 years within like a month or two, you turn him heel. Very, very interesting. He certainly can do it. Because I said, his promo seemed weird to me, but I'm sure it was genuine. But if they don't turn him, I don't like that match with Austin.
So no face first face for you.
Not face first face.
Okay.
Because the reason why it was a match I wanted to see, damn it, well, how long ago was that? Like 15 years ago? Especially when Punk was a hot heel, really, going through it with that straight edge gimmick. It made a lot of sense for him to stand against a Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold, throw some beer in his face or something like that. It would have been very interesting, especially Punk was like so hot and venomous on the microphone at the time too, right? So I thought, like, from a mic perspective and an in-working perspective, it would have been a great matchup. But right now, in this point in time, when you got both these guys are older, Punk's currently a face, Austin definitely would be a face. I'm not sure it will pack the same oomph unless they hot shot Punk to a heel between now and then, and so we can get that heel versus Punk dynamic, heel versus face dynamic.
That's a good bring up. I think you can get away with. You could find a way, if you did Seth and Punk at the Rumble, to have a shade of gray in there where Punk gets booed more than cheered coming out of the Rumble against Seth. And then that can lead to an Austin. I guess from a business perspective, would that make sense to turn people against Punk when we just saw these huge astronomical social media numbers that he posted?
I love you. I'm here for you. Unless that's all cap, right? Unless he flips it.
It could be.
Unless he flips it, so.
Right? It could be. Like, what if he turned into like the corporate CM Punk and Austin comes back just to be like, dude, you're supposed to be this Hellraiser, this Trailblazer, the voice of the voiceless, like, you know what I mean? I think there's a cool story you could tell too there. But there's a lot of different options. I wanted to ask you guys that.
But you know what? Like,
anyway,
it can definitely work.
Anyway, I can get Punk and Austin. Give me Punk and Austin.
It can definitely work, but I feel like if they're gonna turn heel Punk and give him a character shift, let him build that character and get that character hot and ready for a matchup with Stone Cold. I don't kind of want to see them hot shot like an Angle.
Do you think it's hot shot though? You got 5 months. It's a long time.
But well, you got to go from where he is now to where he needs to be for Mania.
True that.
Like, right? You're going from one character to another. That's not a lot of time in grand scheme. Like a Roman Reigns is solidified. So if he had Roman Reigns Stone Cold, like Roman Reigns has been who he is for a long time. So that's ready. That's a ready match. I would rather see that at Mania, but I still want to get my story finished too. So I don't know.
You gotta get Cody in there first. You gotta get Cody in there first, because I think if you do Punk and Roman, that is your easiest and best opportunity to turn Roman face when that happens.
So if you're saying that, then that will clearly mean that Punk would be a bad guy then at Mania. So then there's no difference in being a bad guy by the time he hits Austin.
No, I mean, because that Roman match may not happen for 2 years.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, you still tell the entire bloodline story that you need to tell. Him losing the belts and then Solo leaving him. Jim, you still got to tell that entire thing. And then I think there is a way that you can have him and Punk, and then actually Roman become the sympathetic